Hi guys, welcome to another one of my videos. Today I'll be talking about tips and tricks for travelling on the aeroplane itself. Now if you didn't catch my last video, you can just click here and go to the last video, which is preparing to go on an overseas trip, especially for those for people with a disability. So now we're on board the plane. We've got through all the hustle and bustle of the check-in and the customs, and we should be getting ready to settle down on the plane. So my first tip is store your hand luggage in the locker above, as close to your seat as possible. If you are one of those early boarders with special assistance, then you've got a pick of the lockers, so it's easy to find a spot for all your stuff. Now I mean all your stuff. Don't have anything around your feet, because you're going to be on this flight for a long time and you need to be able to stretch your feet out and straighten your legs and so forth. So keep bags handy, close to your person. And on that note, only have the real necessities with you in your seat, e.g. your tablet and a pen maybe, or a book to read, just so you can get through the flight as comfortable as you can. Now tip number 2 is to adjust your clocks. Adjust your clocks to the time zone that you're going to. The quicker you can adjust to those times, the less jet lag you'll have, and your trip will be much more pleasant. Tip number 3, keep hydrated. Now even if you're not thirsty, just keep drinking water. The planes are very dehydrating, so I suggest you drink as much as regularly as you can. Now unfortunately that does mean to avoid alcohol. It's okay to have 1 or 2 drinks, but don't drink to excess, because alcohol does have that dehydrating effect. Maybe you can drink some Gatorade through the trip just to replace any of those minerals that you're missing out on. Tip number 4, if you suffer in any way from travel sickness, maybe organise beforehand some travel sickness pills. Things like Dramamine or Bonine are very good. Just take a pill before the trip to relieve any travel sickness you might experience. Also think about taking on board some sleep aids, as in one of those neck pillows. You can get those blow-up pillows, or the ones that are very nice and comfortable, just to stop your head from nodding off when you go to sleep. And use the back of the headrests too. The actual back of the headrests fold out, so that keeps your head in place as well. Don't forget there's a blanket on board, so you can get under the blanket to keep yourself warm from that cool air conditioning on board. Number 5, you've got a long time ahead of you. What I can suggest here is that you sit back and you embrace the fact that you have this time on your hands. So read a book, catch up on a movie, write some emails on your laptop or your tablet, and when you arrive they're ready to be sent. So just embrace the time you have on that plane to the best way you feel fit. The cabins often have eye masks and earplugs, so you can actually catch a little bit of a nap, hopefully in between the stops. Tip number 6, get up and go for a walk. Strange enough, the aisles of the aeroplane are a good place to stretch your legs. You're going to hop up and down to the toilet, so while you're up and down for that, go to the back of the plane, walk forwards and so forth, just to stretch and get the blood circulating around your legs. Here's something for you to think about. If you were at the back of the plane and you walked towards the front, are you really walking at 700 kilometers an hour? Think about it. Now that leads us to tip number 7, DVT. Now have we heard of DVT? Deep vein thrombosis. This is when, because we're sitting in such a confined space for a long period of time, it stops our circulation through our legs and doesn't allow the blood to flow freely. So we start getting internal bruising in the veins, and it can be quite serious if we don't move around and get the blood flowing again. So while you're sitting in the seat, there's lots of exercises you can do by twisting your ankles around in a circle, by moving your legs up and down, by tapping your feet on the ground in one spot, and so forth, just to keep that blood flowing to stop this DVT. It's quite a serious problem, and some people do suffer from it. If you think you are a sufferer or might be a sufferer, you can get compression stockings, and they're available at any chemist before you leave home, or you can apply to get those through your doctor, but wear those through the flight. That just keeps your legs tight and bound, and it stops that problem with the veins. And that leads us to tip number 8. Each seat in the aeroplane has a light, has a call button, and has an air vent. Make sure you keep the air vent on you. If you get too cold, you can always twist it off, and if you get too hot, twist it on, but keep it directed on you. Through the flight there will be times when they dim the lights in the cabin, and so use that light above you for reading and catching up on any work you need to do. and also the call button. Don't be afraid to give the cabin crew a call. There's no request that you can think of that they haven't already had, so use them to the best of your ability and don't go without. So that's the end of this tip video for onboard the planes. If you have any other suggestions, you can leave them in the comments below. I'm sure I haven't covered everything, but that's just a few things I've learned along my travels, just to make life a little bit easier. So if you'd like, you can click here to subscribe and catch up on more videos. I'll be making some more travel tip videos in the near future. So if you want, you can click down the bottom here and go to those videos as well. So that's all I have for now, so thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.